Welcome back to Live Wire and a very good afternoon. I'm Siddhartha Talya. We've of course been tracking all the reactions that have been coming in to a comment made allegedly by Mr. A. Raja, part of the DMK, and Mr. K. Annamalai, the BJP president in Tamil Nadu, has shared a video where Mr. A. Raja could be purportedly heard saying that Hindu religion is a menace, that Hinduism is not just a menace to India but the world. That's the comment that's been attributed to Mr. A. Raja by Mr. K. Annamalai. Let's listen into what was actually said.
India is the reason for the global disease in the name of caste, dividing the people on the caste line, dividing the people on the economic line by using the caste. Caste cannot be used only for social evil. It depends upon the economic evil also. Those who are living Indians in other countries also propagating caste in the name of Hindu religion. So Hindu religion is a biggest menace, not only to India, now it is a menace to the entire world.
Now, this is not the first time that Mr. A. Raja has insulted Sanatan Dharma. Let's also listen into what he had said earlier, where he made another controversial statement.
உதயநிதி ஸ்டாலின் அவர்கள் மென்மையாகத்தான் சொன்னார், மலேரியா போல டெங்கு போல ஒழிக்க வேண்டும் என்று. மலேரியாவுக்கும் டெங்குக்கும் சோசியல் ஸ்டிக்மா இல்ல, அது ஒரு அருவருப்பா சமூகம் பார்க்காது. அருவருவாக பார்க்குற ஒரு சனாதனத்தை சொல்லணும்னா முறைப்படி ஒரு காலத்தில் தொழுநோய் இருந்தது, இப்போ ஹெச்ஐவி இருந்தது. எங்களை பொறுத்தவரை ஹெச்ஐவி தொழுநோயை போல ஹெச்ஐவி போல சமூக அவலம் நிறைந்த ஒரு நோயாகத்தான் நம்ம பார்க்கணும்.
That Mr. A. Raja had made a few days ago as well, but this is of course going to only intensify the BJP's response to what it describes as an insult to Sanatan Dharma as well as Hinduism as on the part of members of the India Alliance. Now, the DMK, of course, is a very important constituent of that alliance, and the Bharatiya Janata Party now hitting out and also asking serious questions of the senior leadership of the Congress Party as well for what it claims is a silence on their part and the absence of condemnation on the part of the senior ranks of the Congress about Sanatan Dharma by the DMK. Now, let's also in fact track some of the comments that have been made, controversial comments that have been made by members of the Congress as well as the DMK in the recent past pertaining to Sanatan Dharma. Of course, the DMK member of parliament from Nilgiri is Mr. A. Raja, saying that Sanatan Dharma is like leprosy and HIV. This is after he was asked specifically to respond to what Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin had said about Sanatan Dharma. Now, Mr. G. Parmeshwara, who is the Karnataka Home Minister, said that many religions have arisen in the world. He is, of course, also questioned the origins of Sanatan Dharma. He sought to thereafter clarify the remarks that he had made as well, claiming that he was not trying to insult any one particular faith. Priyank Kharge, who is a Karnataka minister as well, the son of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, said a few days ago that Sanatan Dharma does not promote equality, so therefore it's not religion. That was the comment made by Priyank Kharge as well, for which the BJP has sought an apology on the part of the Congress. Here's what the Karnataka Chief Minister, Mr. Siddhartha, also said, that there's discrimination against him when he was basically asked to remove his clothes at a Kerala temple. He said this at a gathering as well, though he did also clarify that he was not trying to insult any particular religion, but a certain discriminatory practice that he believed was being practiced at a particular temple. So those are some comments that have been made. Let's also recap some other comments that the same individuals have made in the past. Mr. A. Raja also said that malaria and dengue are a soft comparison. This is, of course, responding to what Udayanidhi Stalin had said. G. Parmeshwara went on to say that when Hinduism was born, who started it is still a question. So that, of course, is a comment that he made questioning the origins of Hinduism. Now, Priyank Kharge also said, this doesn't treat you like humans, as good as a disease. And Siddaramaiah said only a few told to remove clothes when entering in a temple. That was, of course, a reference to the Kerala temple. Let me go back once again to Dharni as well, who's been tracking all the reactions coming in. Dharni, it's not the first time that a member of the DMK has made a controversial comment about Hinduism. And once again, it's Mr. A. Raja who finds himself in hot water.
A. Raja has been talking about the caste divide in India, in that meeting, and he can be clearly heard telling that, Hindu religion is a menace to not only to India but also to the entire world, because whenever some Indians go out of India, whenever they go to a foreign country, they take along with them these caste divisions, and it's getting spread. So Hindu religion is a menace to the entire world, is what A. Raja has told. And today morning only we had a video of Mr. Ponmudi, Higher Education Minister, telling that the India Alliance has come together. The 26 political parties have come together to fight against Sanatana Dharma. So definitely the DMK senior leaders, one after the other, they are making controversial statements. And a couple of weeks, 1 week back, we saw Udayanidhi Stalin make a similar controversial statement. He told that Sanatana Dharma needs to be eradicated. So definitely all through this episode, the DMK is sticking to its stance that Sanatana Dharma is discriminatory and divisive by nature, and that it promotes inequality. Sanatana Dharma preaches that people are not equal by birth. Human beings are not equal by birth, and it divides people into 4 different groups. And Hindu religion is the only religion in this entire world that divides its own religious people into 4 different groups, is what the DMK has been telling. And they are also making it very clear that they are not against Hindus or Hinduism.
I just need to interrupt you for a moment, Dharni, because we also have Mr. Narayanan Thirupathy on the phone line with us. Mr. Thirupathy, how do you respond to we'll come back to you in a short while, Mr. Thirupathy. Please do stay with us, because there are other reactions as well. The Bharatiya Janata Party has lashed out at the India Alliance, claiming that they are proud of Sanatana Dharma and that they will not allow it to be crushed.
आज हम बीजेपी की ओर से कुछ बड़े सवाल रखना चाहते हैं। जो वहां के शिक्षा मंत्री ने कहा है वो एक सच्चाई है, और इनका हिडन एजेंडा है सनातन धर्म का विरोध करके वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स करना। और इस पूरी प्रक्रिया में ये लोग बहुत दिन से लगे हुए हैं। खरगे जी ने भी तो सनातन का विरोध किया था ना, जो उनके सम्मानीय अध्यक्ष हैं। क्या उन्होंने अपने पुत्र के बारे में कोई टिप्पणी किया? ये लोग एवरी रिलीजन की बात करके लिपापोती करते हैं। मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी से पूछता हूं और इस गठबंधन से पूछता हूं, क्या किसी और आस्था के देवों का आलोचना करने का इनका अधिकार है? इनकी हिम्मत है?
Well, Mr. Narayanan Thirupathy of the BJP is with us. Sorry to keep you on hold there, sir, but we were just cutting into what Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad had also said. What's your response to a series of very controversial comments being made against Sanatana Dharma by members of the DMK?
This is foolish and stupidity on the DMK's part. They are trying to divide the nation in the name of religion. If you watch what Mr. A. Raja has said today, you can easily understand that they are trying to divide India. He says that India is a disease. India is a disease, global disease. That's what he says. That means what? They are not able to digest the name India has taken in the after the G20. We are marching ahead of all the foreign countries. But this DMK and the Congress people, they are not able to digest what Mr. Narendra Modi has done to the nation. That is the reason they are saying they are trying to demean our country. India is a global disease. That is what Mr. Raja says. This is atrocious. He is a member of parliament. I think he should be dismissed immediately for these words against the nation. This is definitely a sedition, and the Lok Sabha Speaker and the President of India all have to see to it that Mr. Raja is dismissed, disqualified. We have to wait what Mr. Stalin is going to do. Whether he is going to accept what Mr. Raja has said, we want to know what Mr. Rahul Gandhi is going to say on this, what is Mamata is going to do.
Right.
But all these things have been planned during their Mumbai meeting. It is a conspiracy to destabilize India among the other nations, because we are getting more and more powerful across the globe.
Thank you, Mr. Thirupathy, for your response. Let me once again go back to Dharni. Dharni, what will be interesting to see is how other members of the India Alliance are going to respond to this, because the DMK has already put a lot of pressure on them to respond after making these kind of controversial remarks.
Well, that is something, that we have to wait and see. That is something, interesting that we have to wait and see, because when Udayanidhi Stalin told that Sanatana Dharma needs to be eradicated, several senior Congress leaders distanced themselves from his opinion. Even Mr. Pavan Khera, who is very active when it comes to attacking the BJP, and when it comes to talking about several political issues, he distanced himself from what Udayanidhi Stalin told. He on record told that he is not supporting Udayanidhi Stalin's statement. So the DMK and the Congress, they have been having a bit of a difference of opinion as far as what Udayanidhi had to say. In Tamil Nadu, the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee was in full support of him, but in the Congress Committee in several other states, they were opposed to it.
Sure.
So definitely the DMK Congress alliance itself is having some difference of opinions as far as this matter is concerned, and how the other parties, be it Mamata Banerjee, Arvind Kejriwal, or Nitish Kumar, how they are going to react to these statements is something that we have to wait and see.
Of course, Dharni, we'll of course wait and see as to how the reactions actually unfold. And senior leadership of the Congress, of course, still muted on this matter, so it remains to be seen how they respond. Now, the NDA has been questioning the silence of Rahul Gandhi, especially on this direct attack against Sanatana Dharma and Hinduism. Remember, this is what Rahul Gandhi said during his trip to Europe on Hinduism a few days earlier, where he also claimed that he had read Hindu texts.
Look, I've read the Gita, I've read number of the Upanishads, I've read many Hindu books. There's nothing Hindu about what the BJP does. There's absolutely nothing Hindu about what they do, right? I have not read anywhere, in no Hindu book, from no learned Hindu person, have I ever heard that you should terrorize, harm people who are weaker than you. I've never read this. So this idea, this word, Hindu nationalists, this is a wrong word. They're not Hindu nationalists. They are nothing to do with Hinduism. They are out to get power at any cost, and they will do anything to get power, and they will do anything to ensure that the Indian caste structure, the social structure of my country is not threatened. They want dominance of a few people.
Right, so we'll slip into a very short break right now, but we do have a lot more lined up for you on the other side. Stay tuned.